Reporting from my secret underground lair. Here are the latest great news stories from greatnewspodcast.com. Brought to you by The Daily Quote, the podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. Tired of all the doom and gloom news from mainstream media? You'll get none of that here. Instead, you'll find inspiring stories and developments that are making the world a better place. I'm Andrew McGyvern, and this is the Great News Podcast. What if an AI could diagnose a complex medical case 4 times more accurately than an experienced human doctor? That is our lead story today. Plus, we have a new AI tool that can spot a hurricane before it even forms, the first fully robotic heart transplant in U.S. history, and a new robotic workforce that's moving into warehouses. And don't forget to stick around to the end for the speed round, where we'll dive into even more great news. First up, our lead story today. In a massive leap for medical science, a new AI diagnostic system developed by Microsoft has outperformed 21 experienced physicians. Researchers tested the tool using real-world case studies from over 300 patients, published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The doctors involved had between 5 and 20 years of experience, but the AI tool correctly diagnosed up to 85.5% of cases, roughly 4 times better than the human group. Not only was it more accurate, but the analysis found that the model was also more cost-effective, reaching the correct conclusion while ordering fewer scans and tests than the human counterparts. Why is this great news? Better diagnoses at a cheaper price, with doctors still involved. Win-win. If you like the Great News Podcast, you'll love the Great Newsletter. Because the Great News Podcast is great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. Links in the show notes. Moving from the clinic to the clouds, a PhD student at the University of Miami has developed a first-of-its-kind AI model that can track tropical easterly waves as they travel across the Atlantic. These waves are clusters of clouds and wind that serve as the seeds for about 70% of Atlantic tropical cyclones. While traditional algorithms have struggled to track these movements, this new AI model, developed by Will Downs, mines decades of historical weather data to accurately detect patterns that lead to these major storms. The National Hurricane Center now has real-time access to this tracker to help forecast future tempests. This symbiotic relationship between AI and physical weather models is proving to be a game-changer for early storm detection. Down in Houston, Texas, surgeons have made history by performing the first fully robotic heart transplant in the United States. A team at Baylor St. Luke's Medical Center used the Da Vinci surgical system to complete the entire procedure through small incisions. Unlike traditional transplants, the patient's chest did not need to be opened and the breastbone remained intact, which significantly reduces the risk of infection and speeds up recovery. The 45-year-old patient, who had been hospitalized with advanced heart failure, was discharged after a month with no complications. This milestone follows the world's first such procedure, which took place in Saudi Arabia in late 2024. Finally, the world of logistics is reaching new milestones, as Amazon nears a 1-to-1 ratio of robots to human workers in its warehouses. With over 1 million robots now deployed, new machines like Vulcan are being given a sense of touch to pluck items from shelves. But it's not just Amazon. Boston Dynamics has introduced a robot named Stretch that can unload up to 580 cases an hour from a truck trailer, nearly twice the speed of a human. Because loading and unloading trucks is often backbreaking and grueling work, these robots, like the one staff nicknamed Johnny 5, are solving a major labor challenge for the retailers and parcel carriers. I wonder if Johnny 5 is alive. All right, let's dive into the speed round for even more great news. A new AI model called CrossNN can identify over 170 tumor types with 99.1% accuracy using just an epigenetic fingerprint from body fluids. potentially replacing risky brain biopsies. A London-based startup has launched SAM, an autonomous AI bioinformatician, whatever that is, that can turn months of raw research data into longevity drug breakthroughs in just a few hours. Okay, I get it. A new $23 million National Academy for AI instruction is opening in New York City to train educators on how to use AI tools for lesson planning. This is backed by Microsoft and OpenAI. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have built an AI system that can detect surgical site infections from patient-submitted photos with 94% accuracy, helping rural patients get faster care at home. And in a world first, a robot trained on surgical videos performed a gallbladder removal on a lifelike patient without any human help, even responding to unexpected scenarios like a seasoned pro. And my favorite quote of the day from the Daily Quote podcast this week is from Shakuntala Devi, who once said, "Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers." To get an inspiring quote every single day, subscribe or follow the Daily Quote in your podcast app of choice. Link is in the show notes. That's it for today's episode of Great News. From AI that outdiagnoses doctors to robots performing heart transplants, science and innovation are solving problems we once thought were unsolvable. And if you love this content, be sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little positivity today. Until next time, and there will be a next time, keep looking for the good in the world, because it's not only there, it's everywhere.